Okay. I know this sounds crazy. Let me make sure I'm in here. Okay. Guava, everybody. I know it's late. It's late night with Lead tonight. Hey, G Jones. Locks and Land Homestead. I know it's late, y'all. I just want to come in here for at least 30 minutes. And I got my my brain is blown. uh Plain and simple. How you doing, Majestic? Sam Whittle, Hood Farm, ZB, and Ford Barbecue. What's up, man? I don't know how to spell your say your name, my dear, but thank you. You see, I've been thinking about the women there. Yes, we gonna talk about that. How you doing, Sam Whittle? EVOD, Talisha, Isis, Ladybug, Yolanda Watson, my Renaissance grandma. How you doing? Hey, listen, y'all. I know it's late, but I wanted to see from y'all. Am I tripping? I ain't shaved, cut my hair, nothing, cause am I tripping? My wife was watching this, I want to say a year or 2 years ago, something like that. And it used to drive me crazy because every time I look up, she's looking at this show with these ladies with these weird clothes on. I'm like, man, what is you watching? You know? So I would just keep on pushing. Not ever, not one single time have I ever looked at this. A friend of mine a year ago told me, he said, Led, you gotta watch this thing, man. You gotta watch it. If you are that concerned about the future of this country, you gotta watch The Handmaid's Tale. And I'm like, man, what you doing watching The Handmaid's Tale? I'm cool. He said, it ain't what you think, Led. He said, it's not what you think. And I said, man, I get around to watching it when I get around to watching it. But that was not a priority on my list. So, if how many people in here right now have seen Handmaid's Tale? I know it ain't got nothing to do with nothing I've been doing lately or anything. But I have to talk about it. How many people, please raise your hand if you have watched The Handmaid's Tale, seen any of it? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Never heard of it. You sound like me because I did not care. Okay. Okay. I don't know what got into me, but I started watching it the other day because just got out the shower. I'm chilling, and I just kicked on TV and I seen her looking at me like this in the thumbnail on the TV. I'm like, man, what is this? I turn it on. As soon as you turn it on, Everybody saying they read the book. I'm sure the book is way worse. As soon as you turn this show on, I have a guarantee to you. My guarantee to you, as soon as you cut on the first episode, first season, your eyes gonna be like this. You won't. I can't make this up. I didn't even want to get up and pee. Listen, I got this thing where all I gotta do is hit pause. See, this ain't the 70s. So all I gotta do is hit pause and I can get up and go pee, make me a sandwich, come back. I didn't even want to get up to go pee. So we're not gonna do no spoilers for the people that haven't seen it. As a matter of fact, yes, I am, because I've seen about four episodes, 5 episodes, something like that. I'm gonna say this. This show came out way before this administration was back in office, which is scary. That alone just unnerves you. The words are too close and too similar. How many people know the part where they're trying to find the ice? I think that they kept saying ice, right? Are you a part of ice? I'm like, ice? No, the eyes. The eyes. Eyes and ice. Real world TV. Doing the exact same thing. Militarizing and arming ICE is the same thing they did on this show. Eyes. So they gave all eyes this power to enforce all these new laws, rules, and regulations. They took all the power and rights away from women like this. They took all of women's rights over their bodies away from them like this. Once they took the power, women's power and their rights over their bodies, really over anything, the rest went downhill. Women were basically trash. Like, you're nothing. You're nothing. You're nothing. I was watching the part where she was going in her memory and everything is cool. They just got done jogging, whatever, right? And then they go into the coffee shop. Yeah, give me like a little latte and yada, yada, yada. And he start calling them sluts and whores and get out of here. You don't belong there. They like, man, what you tripping on? Instantly. It was almost like everybody got a phone call and said women are no longer valid on the planet Earth. All of those women at their job, she came to work and the boss came out and said, everybody got to go. I don't care where you go, but you cannot stay here. She's like, what's going on? Get out, please. I don't know. I just got a call. Y'all got to go. I'm like, what? So the scariest, All of this is scary. But then all of a sudden, all of their bank accounts was frozen. There were all of their bank accounts were stolen, frozen. They couldn't pay no bills. They couldn't do anything. You had no power over your own money, finances, your life, your body, your births, your children, your anything. And the things that these women are subjected to. The only word I can think is torture. Here's the problem I'm having with this, because I know this is a movie. It's just a show. It's just a TV show. I got to keep telling myself. But they're doing it right now. The United States of America is doing that right now. Right, Majestic E, is Project 2025. They made a movie or a television show out of Project 2025. I was saying that while I was watching it, like, what is going on? Family, I want to apologize to my friend because I never watched it when he told me to watch it. Every time he called me, he said, Led, did you watch it? No, not yet. Stop bugging me about that show. I was wrong. I was wrong, y'all. If you have not watched any of the television show Handmaid's Tale, I've watched about 5 episodes back to back to back to back to back. And I'm telling you what, it has predicted, because that show is older than what's going on now, that it has predicted everything that's happening right now. Listen, to the letter. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Judio said I was wrong too, Led. I was wrong. I was wrong. This is a show that this show has more meaning. I know this gonna sound real wild. This show has more meaning than The Walking Dead. I can't make this up. This show, The Handmaid's Tale, has more meaning than The Walking Dead. I told you I don't watch television unless it better stay like this. If I'm gonna watch TV and waste my time, it better keep me engaged or I'm done. Every single thing they show you is like sickening. Here's the worst part. It gives you a glimpse into what some of our ancestors had to go through. And that's the part that gets you crying. Like, you be trying not to cry, You be trying not to cry because what they doing to these women, and they have no control, and you gotta tiptoe around each and every word that somebody is telling you because you don't know how they're going to react. Are they going to react because of the power that they wield in their mind, and they're not being fair or just, they're just power hungry. You don't know how they're going to react. So everything you say and everything you do, you tiptoeing, and you got to think about what you're about to say when they ask you a question. You better think about how you going to answer it, how you're going to verbalize it, what tone should you say it in. Everything you say when they ask you a question, you got more thinking to do than just answering the question. You have to literally, okay, what tone? Should I look at them? Should I look down? Should I look away? How should my hands be? How should my posture be before I enter? Man, it'll make you cry. I'm watching this thing, and I fell asleep during the last one, so I don't know where I am. But I have never seen such a thing. And then every time she thinks she find somebody that could kind of help her or understand or get her out of this, they part of this whole thing too. Anybody that can save you, which like now, just like what's going on in the world right now, the people that we think can stop a president from becoming a king, all of the safeguards and the people around that could stop this madness and stop these new crazy laws and rules and regulations, they can stop it, but they won't. They either looking the other way. Oh, somebody said, is it on Netflix? It was on Netflix. It's on Hulu now, like Disney Plus or whatever that is she got. It's on Hulu, right, ZB? It's on Hulu. If you got Hulu, let me see. Miss G said, yeah, it got to be a bit much. I stopped watching the third season. How can you not watch this when it's, I guess the part that would make you stop watching this is predicting everything. It's sickening. I can understand. It's sickening to watch because you can't, everything is the same. All of these crooked people in power have changed laws, rules, and regulations, have said there was outbreaks of certain sorts, went to so-called wars, and they're starting to find out all of this may not have been real at all. Maybe all of this was, they made it happen so they could set this up so they could be in this kind of control between the plagues that happened, between the wars that was supposed to happen. Maybe they were all staged. Now, I'm early in watching this, but I'm just guesstimating by looking at the real world. Maybe some of this stuff was staged just so they can take control of the people. I didn't want to keep y'all on here long. I just wanted to see. I wanted people to come up, but I can see something right now that don't want me to let people come up. Let's keep the tone. Let's keep the tone smooth, okay? Let's keep the tone smooth. I don't want to talk about race. I don't want to talk about religion. Okay, let's not do that because we all know what it is. Just let's not do that. Let's not turn this into let's not turn this video into that. What I want this video to do, I want this video to awaken you. I don't want to go pointing fingers. I don't want to, I don't feel like doing that. All I really want to talk about and what I want this video to do, because I actually want this video to do something. I want everybody to go over there and watch at least the first 4 episodes of A Handmaid's Tale. Because if you can watch this television show and not see exactly what's happening right now, you may want to go to make you a doctor's appointment. Something may be wrong with you. Here's the crazy part that gets me about this show. You see women being abused, having their rights stripped away. You see women being hurt. You see women have no power. This the part that really, really hits home. Because some women do have power. Women that's making decisions for the other women. That's what I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing women voting to basically let women lose their rights over their bodies, over their whatever. Just I'm seeing women vote to have themselves destroyed. And they're proud of this because they don't think it will happen to them. They have their eyes on a certain people, kind of people, whatever. And they think we're just going to do this to you. But you don't realize when you vote to have women's rights removed, they didn't say Shanika's rights removed. They didn't say Hinsaki's rights removed. They didn't say Idalia rights removed. They said women's rights. Women. So if you're a woman and you're voting for other women to be classified as garbage, please do not forget that you are a woman too. Let's not forget your daughters and your daughters' daughters. Please don't write in caps, okay? Please don't do that. Your daughters and your daughters' daughters will be subjected to this torture. Why are we thinking that this is just about you? You're going to have children and children's children and children's children, and that these new rules, laws, and regulations will affect them. So, what I'm asking of everybody, we've been in here almost 30 minutes. Please go watch The Handmaid's Tale. I am so sorry. I apologize to my wife today. I apologized to my wife today. She didn't know why I kept saying, baby, I'm sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I apologize. Because every time I seen her watching that show, I was like, why is you what is this what is this crap? What is this mess that keep you so focused on it? Like, I'm not a TV person. You know what I'm saying? I just don't sit around watching TV to I don't know, pass the time. That is not me. If it has no meaning, if it has no purpose, I'm not gonna sit and watch 400 commercials about Snicker bars and shit because that's just not me. I'm not gonna sit and watch a football game. This does not turn me on at all. If it does you, great. I can't. I just can't. I can't sit down and just watch TV like that, like mindlessly. If it's not going to give me something, if it's not going to let me focus on something, I stopped watching TV like that when I was like 8 years old. After Transformers and cartoon, G.I. Joe, after that, I stopped watching TV that's not going to give me something back. I stopped that when I was like 8 years old. You know, Saturday morning cartoons. Hell, I could even say Saturday morning cartoons in the 70s and 80s gave you more of a message than anything on television these days. Saturday morning cartoons and after school and before school cartoons gave you more of a roadmap to life reality than any movie that's out, any television show that's out today. I would rather watch Tom and Jerry than watch anything on television today. The Big Bang Theory, all that bullshit. I would watch Popeye the Sailor Man over anything they got on television today. So to get me to sit down and watch TV and keep my attention for more than 10 to 15 minutes, you're doing something. So I just wanted to say, because I didn't want to raise the tone of this video. Please go watch The Handmaid's Tale. I will be watching it because I know this is going to sound crazy, right? It scares the shit out of me. Watching that show is already, that's the part that scares me because I'm seeing it in real life. It's like I'm watching the show, but I'm comparing it to real life, like right now. That's the scary part. It's like, wait a minute. Oh, and listen to this now. Listen, this now. I'm just giving y'all what I know so far, okay? Because y'all already done watched this. I'm trying to say that. I'm trying to think of a way to say this without messing anything up. They're getting rid of same-sex situations. If you understand what I'm saying, if they find out that you're in same-sex situations, they're removing you from the earth. They're deleting you on spot. They are like, if you were in a same sex situation in the what they're calling the before life, you eliminated on spot. I'm not tired of your ass. So the part that got me was it's 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 a it- it's a cult. It's like a crazy sick cult. I don't have to agree with your sexual preferences. See how free that is? I don't have to agree with you. Go on about your life. You see what I'm saying? See how that works? I don't gotta care. See how easy that was? Now let's get to this. In that show, I'm gonna keep saying the name, The Handmaid's Tale. In The Handmaid's Tale, you know what else you see in those first 4 or 5 episodes? Christian nationalism. Christian nationalism. Please tell me if you noticed that. Right. Woman of wonder. She said the sickening part of it is they're judging everyone else while they're committing some of the most atrocious actions. Listen, I'm sitting there watching that and thinking to myself, they keep going back into the Bible to justify what they're doing. And every time somebody call them on what they're doing is wrong, they get zapped. They get zapped. Like they can correct you, but you can't correct them. This, what we're witnessing now, and I want you to understand how this is playing out. Do you know who some of the most powerful people in the world is right now? In America? Really the world, but in America? Is these televangelists. You got your trillionaires, billionaires, millionaires, televangelists. And sometimes the televangelist is the millionaire or the billionaire. So they blur the lines. So if you got the mind, if you have the minds of all of these mindless following people that rely on your every word and your whim, and they do whatever you say, you give them all your money. You go to church and give them all your money. You go to church and whatever they tell you to do, you do. Whenever they tell you to do it, oh, leave your husband. He ain't no good for you. Leave your wife. She ain't no good for you. I listened to a brother. I listened to a brother the other day, and he made something real clear, and I was like, oh, that burns, you know. Instead of a woman running to her husband for answers, instead of a woman coming to, if she got a problem with her husband, instead of her coming to him and sitting down and talking about it, she run to the pastor. She don't run to God. She don't drop to her knees and pray. She goes to her pastor by herself. I'm just, okay, don't shoot the messenger. I'm asking you, is that out of order? And he said, my friend said, she's giving the pastor power over her husband. She's giving that respect to the pastor over her husband. Because if things ain't going the way she want them to go in her household, she go to church. She go talk to the pastor. She don't tell her husband nothing. Husband walking around, he don't even know something is wrong. She run to the pastor. The pastor tell her, yeah, I think it's about time to let that go. Yeah. The pastor wrong too, because he's making decisions in somebody else's household, and he don't have both sides of the story because the husband or the man is not present in this meeting. Is this out of order? That's why I'm telling you, in this show, they're showing every 5 minutes they're quoting scripture, but they only quote a little bit of it. And they play with words, they play with the scriptures because they will quote a part of the scripture, but they won't say it all, because if they said all of the scripture, it makes everything she said in the beginning null and void. So that's why the woman on Handmaid's Tale, when the big auntie kept quoting little pieces of scripture to justify her torture, she finished the scripture, which made the auntie so mad because it told auntie you wrong. What did she do? Zip it, zip it, zip it. She lit her up because how dare you correct her. The reason I'm saying all of this is we're heading down that road already with the Christian nationalists. They'll believe anything that these pastors, reverends, preachers, priests, televangelists, they'll believe anything they say. Long as they got on the fancy clothes, or they got on the robe and the funny hat, whatever they say goes. This is where that led them. And for anybody that do believe in God, this is exactly what he said do not do. But you call yourself one of the faith. But this is exactly in the book what he said do not do. You think going to church more like this is strengthening your faith. But it's exactly the opposite. He said, do not do this. This? He said, don't do this. This is what he was trying to break you from. I'm not going to get into that. It's above my pay grade. The Christian nationalists, they're building, my whole point of this, the Christian nationalists are building a base and starting to merge with ICE, eyes. They're starting to merge with them, and they're starting to merge with politicians. Okay, there was a reason for the separation of church and state. There was a reason for the separation of church and state. And this is the reason, because they knew how powerful religion was. That's number one. They knew. And they knew with the power of religion, where you can sway anybody's thoughts any way you want to, that plus politics, man, that's going to make a situation volatile. That's like fire and gas. But what they're doing now is bringing back together church and state. So what we're seeing is the televangelists are in their churches preaching to their congregation who they should vote for. You've got to vote for this person, or we may have to let you go out of this church. You're not a real person of God if you don't vote for this person. They got the big televangelists saying it. They got this happening in all of these little private community churches. It's not Christianity anymore. Please don't talk in caps, okay? It's not Christianity anymore. It's the Christian nationalists. There's a big difference. And the lines are so blurred that you don't know what's what anymore, or who is who. Everything that they say, and it's the other part that reminds me of how my ancestors was dealt with, or how my ancestors were treated. Everything wicked that they did to my people, they justified it with scripture. Not all of the scripture. They played with words. They would only say one little piece. They would only give my ancestors one piece of that scripture to justify the hatred and the torture that they were doing to people. And they would even make themselves feel better by reading some of those passages back to themselves, so they don't feel bad about them abusing men, women, and children. They had to read those scriptures back to themselves half-assed so they could feel better in the eye of God. So basically what they were doing was lying to themselves, a half-assed saying the scriptures so they can feel better about the way they do human beings. That's what they're doing on this show. And it reminded me of Christian nationalism. Like, that's what all these listen, everybody that thinks what this, everybody that loves what's going on right now, keep on quoting scripture. They keep quoting scripture to justify the humiliation and dehumanization of human beings. And every time I hear that, I get sick. And it's this one woman here on YouTube. She makes me so sick, because I used to know her. I ain't know her, but we used to be cool. And she say Jesus about everything. Everything that's going wrong right now in America, she think it's God's will. Like, this is what you think God wants? And she reminds me of one of those aunties on Handmaid's Tale. You're watching this and you're helping it, and you're helping lunatics torture women. You're helping, but then to make yourself feel better, you quote parts of scripture. just the part that justifies you doing this, or just the part that makes you feel better about inflicting torture, horror, and pain on other human beings. This show got me stuck. So, am I tripping or is this show off the chain? I don't want to stay in here long. I just wanted to be like, man, this is scary as hell. Said the older sisters, aunties, and grandmothers, they own prescription. Okay, let's get off of that. Can y'all do me a favor? I want to talk about this again. I'm going to find some time to watch a few more episodes. And then we're going to start talking about this in depth, not just this wide coverage of it. But I want to go in depth with every episode because each and every episode is the world that we living in right now. If we can. Ill Will says, watch party. Ill Will, brother, I think we might have to. I think we might have to do a watch party. I know they're long and tedious, but damn. It's on Hulu, Tiff. Sharon, it's on Hulu. I don't know if it's on Netflix anymore. Nikki says every season seems to tell our future. Exactly. That's what's messing me up. That's what's messing me up. Like this is happening. Listen, there are laws in play right now that's either being eliminated or added to make that happen. Let me, I'm not going to do politics, okay? I'm not going to do politics, but I just want to quote something so people understand what I'm saying, why I'm saying this is so real. There was a man, a general. Was it last week? This man that has been put in this high position, that's a raving alcoholic, has been put in a position of authority over the United States military. He relieved several female soldiers from their positions, from their high-ranking positions in all parts of the military. Have y'all seen that? He did that. He did that months ago. As soon as he was voted in, he got rid of several high-ranking members of our armed forces because they were women. How many people? He said women have no place in our armed forces. How many people saw that? The man that they put in charge right now of our armed forces, he said women have no place in those positions in our military. He said that with his mouth. If you don't believe me, just go listen to him anywhere on social media all you want to. Just go rewind the tape. He's saying it. And now he just said it again. He doesn't. I know exactly what his tattoo stands for. Living the dream. Look at the tattoo on his chest and go see what that means. Soon as I seen the tattoo, I'm like, you put this? Oh my God. And he proud of it. He proud of that tattoo on his chest. But nobody's saying anything. He might as well go ahead and throw his hand up and say, Hi-O chitlins. You know what I'm really trying to say, right? He might as well throw his hand straight in front of him and say, Hi-O chitlins. You know what I really am saying. Don't. Okay. He might as well, because it's on his chest. So they're already telling you they want control over a woman's body. So they've made several things about women's choices with their bodies. They've made it illegal. Whether I believe in it or not, it's your body. See, I'm like this. Hey, yo, that's between you and God. That's between you and whoever you drop to your knees and pray to. That's between you and that. I ain't got no business. I ain't got no business in that. I don't even listen. I can't even have no babies fall out of my body. Who am I to judge if you can or not? Do you understand what I'm saying? That's like, what if all women said all men have to cut off their balls at birth? Like, what is it called? I forgot because I got to do the pigs. If all women came together and voted, if women was all in power and they all came together and voted and said all males have to be damn, I forget the word I'm thinking, castrated. Thank you for that. I'm thinking about the pig. All males have to be castrated at birth. Everybody be like, that, and you can't do that. Why can't you? Women don't got balls. They don't. How can you make a decision about, my nuts? Because it makes you violent. It makes you overbearing. It makes you loud, and your nuts make you, yeah, they do. But that was God's design for me. Because I'm supposed to be that aggressive. Because I'm supposed to be hunting and chasing freaking wild meat, And I need them nuts so I can run without sashaying. You can't be hunting after no wild boars with a sachet and your wrist cocked. You know what I'm saying? I need some testosterone so I can run and grab this wild hog and then fight the wild hog and then Steven Seagal his neck and bring him home and cook him. I need my nuts for that. But what if women say, hey, you don't need them nuts. Come in here and iron these linens. Come in here and iron my socks. Then we have a problem. So we have already started the process of controlling women's bodies, women's minds. Oh, I left one out. Y'all. They're trying, if they have their way, They don't want women. They want to take the voting right away from women. Tell me, did you see that? They're trying to do it right now. How many people saw that? They're trying to make it so women can't vote. How many people saw that? They're literally trying it right now. And they're fighting it tooth and nail. They're trying to make it so you can't vote. They're trying to take your right. Hey, Erica, my fly family. How you doing, my sister? They're trying to take your right to vote. Listen, Handmaid's Tale. They took the right away from you for your choice with your body. They are getting rid of you on certain jobs like the military and military positions. They don't want women being soldiers. And now they're trying to make it so women can't vote. So just like the Handmaid's Tale, how many more things will they have to strip you of before you wind up wearing that little red dress and that little white hat? Really, where we are right now, they took the rights away from you to choose what you want to do with your body. They're getting rid of you on certain jobs and in the military. They're trying to make it a law. And now, what's that? Why they don't, oh my God. And now they're trying to strip you of your right to vote. You said the Supreme Court is supposed to look at the civil rights. The Supreme Court is crooked. The Supreme Court has been stacked. All of these places and safeguards that's supposed to stop any of this from happening has been compromised. So here we are right now. Nobody can tell this person no, because he's the one that put you in that seat. That's why this is going so far and so much damage has been done. Because the people that's supposed to stop him, he appointed them in that position with whatever weirdo deal that they got. Yeah, who was that? Just Jay. Yeah, this is a late night right here. I'm just telling you how close we are to an actual that Handmaid's Tale right now. Right now, they're putting the stuff into play right now to take and strip the rights away from women right now. And the people in same-sex situations, they're trying to just totally just you out of here. Erica said, Led, I finished. No, I just started watching it the other day. I'm only 5 episodes in and it got me shook. Erica, I'm shook after about 5 episodes to the point I'm doing a late night live stream. I'm watching this, and this is why I did the live stream, because I'm looking at this and I'm like, is anybody else seeing this? Why ain't Handmaid's Tale all over the news? Libby say 5 episodes. Oh boy, you in for a wild ride. I don't think I could take it. Erica, my fly family say, Led, you know I've been begging people to watch it. We starting a revolution. As a matter of fact, Ill Will said it earlier. Erica, my fly family, I'm doing it. We're gonna do a live watch show. We have to. Just like we did with the other movies, we're going to do a watch party. Yeah, I'm just starting and I'm sick. I'm so sick. We're going to do a watch party on The Handmaid's Tale. My question is, do y'all want me to start it back from the first episode and then we just go on week after week? Say, can you imagine where Leia will be in season 3? I'm already sick in the guts. You know what I'm saying? Were you sitting here and you're taking advantage of women's bodies for your own personal gain. But everything they're accusing those women of the old days of, they call them whores and stuff, right? But what? So if back in the day, these women were doing everything against your Christian beliefs or whatever you got in this book, Christian nationalist belief, because that's what it is. It's not Christianity. Christian national belief. If everything you're saying goes against that, where in your scriptures is it okay to lay between another lady's legs while your husband go in her cookie jars while he looking to the left, looking to the right? Where in the book is this okay? And they kept on quoting that scripture, making it okay for this to happen. And they was like, why is it? Oh, because in the scripture, I forget what it was, that scripture. You mean to tell me you using scripture to justify this? This right here. Because what this looks like to me is a handful of what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's what it looked like to me. You know what I'm saying? This don't look like nothing. It got nothing to do with godliness. This looks like you just paid a lot of money to say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's what this looks like. This looks like a bachelor party gone wrong. That's what this looks like. This looks like the champagne room at the Blue Flame. That's what this looks like. This looks like the dark room at the Nasty Kitty is what this looks like to me. This don't look like it has anything to do with any scriptures whatsoever. So you mean to tell me this is okay because y'all made it okay? But nothing, they're trying to do that now. Let's get something straightened out here. Several women have been has been taken advantage of physically by certain people in this administration. And they're trying to make them out to be the crazy people. Oh, he didn't grab it that hard. Cut it out. Why do you want $80 million? Oh, he just nudged it a little bit. Oh, he didn't mean no harm. He was giving you a longer hug. You don't need $83 million. You should be happy that he's hugging you this long. Do you know he's a powerful man? You should be happy that he's even so much as in the same room with you, breathing the same air as you. You should feel honored that he took advantage of you and not other people out in the street. You should hang your head in shame. Erica, my fly family say, Leg, keep watching your your jaw is going to drop. My jaw is already dropped. If it drop any more, I'm gonna have to have one of them replacements. You know when they go and donate a body part, you gonna have a whole white man jaw on me because this jaw is gone. Yo. And that's the other thing too. Living dream. You say they stare right, they sterilized people, that's why they couldn't have kids. Okay. All right. You just cranked up another piece of me. I'm trying to get out of here, but y'all killing me. Check this out. So the problem in this show is supposed to be because a lot of the men are sterile because that's what the doctor said. And a lot of the women can't have children, right? A lot of the women can't. No, you good living a dream. No, you helping me. A lot of the men are sterile, and a lot of the women can't have children, right? What's wrong right now? Why are they making it so they want all of a certain race of people to just have babies? When I seen that, when I heard that, they're saying their birth rates are low. Even the man in charge right now is saying they should go and be fruitful. I'm talking about in real life. They're saying they want them to have more babies and make other people not have more babies. They're saying some people need to catch up. Don't blame me. That's what they saying out of their mouth. Out of their mouth. Now, I'm not guessing. This ain't conspiracy. They saying it. Mm. All right, I'm gonna keep watching. I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna keep watching this show, and I'm going to try my hardest to make an announcement to have a watch party. Thank you, ZB. Said be careful of the pollution and the diets, man. Some of these fast food joints, you don't know what's in this food. Everybody keeps saying they spraying the skies. Man, cut it out. They don't got to spray the skies to poison you. Oh, they spending trillions of dollars to spray the skies, to sprinkle dust on us, to make us mind control. No, they don't got to do that. Thinking too hard. They'll put it in your, if they want to control you or put some mega chips in you or control your brains or make you sterile or make you so you can't have no babies, all they got to do is put it in a Whopper. All they got to do is put it in a double cheeseburger or some 20-piece McNugget, and you'll feed yourself the poison and you'll pay for it. Everybody, they spraying the skies to give us diseases and spraying the skies to mind control. They spraying the sky. They ain't doing that. 5G network bullshit. Cut it out. If they want to control you, they are going to feed it to you and make you pay for it. They ain't doing that. They ain't wasting money on that. They putting money in their pocket. They want you to pay to do yourself. So what you gonna do? You gonna show them hungry? Ain't got time to cook. Here I come, McDonald's. Here I come, Little Caesars. Here I come, Burger King. Here I come, Bojangles. Here I come, Church's Chicken. Here I come, KFC. You don't know what's in this food. Erica Mafly Family says by season 2, Led is going to have his eyebrows shaved, being stressed out. I'm only 5 episodes in, because I'm so mad. I'm gonna tell y'all where I stopped, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all where I stopped. And then, did I stop on that episode? Yeah. I'm gonna tell y'all where I stopped so y'all can understand. Erica, my fly family. This is when I scream now. I'm on the land by myself. Ain't nobody out there but me, Jesus, and some like deer and stuff in the pigs, right? And the puppy dog. I'm out there screaming in the middle of the night when I found out, ooh, what? Angelo Jelinko 957295. She turned around. How do you know that? Your husband is still alive. Da-da-da! Yo. Yo. I'm like, don't do this to me. I think I was more sickened and confused than she was. Oh, can I say something else, y'all, before I go? Get this. Tell me without telling me that every last one of these actors and actresses need the highest acting awards of all time. Please tell me. Please, somebody need to give all of these actors and actresses the highest, whatever it is in acting, awards of all effing time. Because it's so seamless. Their acting and their chemistry is so seamless. It looks like you are watching. Nothing in your brain tells you that this is fake. Listen, this is how you know good acting. Every blue moon, when a commercial come on, because I don't got Hulu Premium, okay? Every time a commercial come on, I gotta tell myself, hey man, this is fake. This ain't real. This ain't real. Because the actors and actresses, I don't know how you can remember your lines and put that much emotion into a character. Each and every one of them, even the crazy chick, what's her name? The colonel's wife. I don't. She looked like she's like, oh, I'm so happy. We started making a little nursery. I know it's early, but everything is so great. I'm so proud of you. You're so beautiful. Oh, you're glowing. You're pregnant still, right? You're glowing. Soon as she was like, man, I ain't pregnant. I had my period today. You get back in your room. I was like, what? She light bulb on and off, light switch. 1 minute, it looked like she was about to kiss her in the mouth. She was so happy that she was pregnant. The next second, she literally turned into Satan himself. I said, what is wrong with this woman? My point of saying all of this is the acting skills are just above anything else I've probably ever seen. I ain't never seen no acting like that. It's almost like I'm watching real people and they got these people in damn a bubble somewhere just watching them in their real lives, because this ain't acting to me. And you know, the chick with the eyeball, the crazy chick with the eyeball, the crazy chick with the eye, that ain't acting. That crazy chick with that one eye, we got to keep remember, she's acting. But how many people know in real life a chick like that one with the one eye, the crazy chick? I know people like her for real. that I stay away from because I'm like, you're crazy. I don't know when you gonna snap or what direction you gonna go in. I don't know what you gonna say next. I keep you at arm's length. The chick with the one eye is playing crazy. Let me tell you something. She playing that role so perfectly. She ain't overdoing it. She ain't overacting. She ain't underacting. Her ass is crazy. Like you engulf yourself in crazy for this character to make this character come alive. I think you probably had to lose your mind in real life a little bit. I'm in the first season, Zeba. I'm in the first season. I'm on like the 4th episode. The last thing I watched before I fell asleep was Your Husband is Alive. Da-da-da! Here, write something. Write something now so I can get it to him. Here's the worst part. Here's the worst part. Oh my God. Here's the worst part. Yeah. Handmaids tell y'all. I'm sick. I'm sick inside. I'm sick inside my body. Here's the worst part. She finally was like, I gotta stand up for myself and stand up for all of these ladies that's being tortured up in here. She basically sacrificed herself. She was like, they're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me after they find out I told the Mexican lady the truth. When she said they beat us here, they take advantage of our bodies, they torture us, they delete us from the earth, and they do what with us as they will, whenever they want, however they want. And when she was telling the Mexican lady that, her experience was sassy. When she was telling the Mexican lady that and crying, hoping that the Mexican lady would come to her help, come to her aid after telling her the truth of what's going on in here, the Mexican lady said, ooh, yeah, that's messed up. That's real messed up. Yes, sorry, I can't do nothing for you on that one, but here's some chocolates. Oh my God. Yeah, I can't help you from being bodily taken advantage of. I can't do nothing about them taking your cookies every month. I can't do nothing about any of that, but here's some chocolates. Can you imagine that you finally escaped your captors? You finally escaped people that have kidnapped you and taken you and abused you and beaten you within inches of your life. You finally escaped and you got one person to tell, and you finally get a chance to tell and let people know outside of this encampment of what's going on, hoping justice will be served. And they look at you as like, oh, sorry, I can't do nothing about that. Well, can you please go tell somebody, please? Nah. No, I'm thinking about purchasing a handful of y'all myself. Can you imagine that? Erica said, Leah, how many times did you walk away because you started getting teary? I just said it earlier before you came in. You got to do everything to keep from crying. I told you. I had to pee so bad because I wouldn't get up and go pee, knowing all I got to do is hit pause. I couldn't take my eyes off TV every now and then. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Me and my dog was watching. She ain't watching TV. She don't watch TV. That night, me and her stayed up to 3 a.m, and she watching with me. I got my dog looking at TV. She normally 9 o'clock, she sleep. She ready to go to bed. About 9 o'clock, she's finished. Not that night, 3 a.m, me and the dog looking at the TV like this. I'm holding my dog like this, Every now and then she got to wiggle the back. Man, get off me because I'm squeezing her too tight. Then every blue moon, like, come on, I'm gonna go. Let's go pee. Me and her go outside and pee. Because me and her got to go outside and pee. I let her pee out there. I'm gonna pee right here. I'll be like, don't leave me. Don't go too far away from me. Pee right here. We both out here peeing, looking at each other like, that is messed up. She looking up at me peeing like, that show messed up, ain't it? I'm peeing, looking down at her like, man, we got to stop watching that. Because, man, I'm getting too emotional. Yeah, you right, Erica. My fly family, you right. And this goes out to all the men. My fellas, this is not a movie about, it's like a woman's movie, because that's what I thought. Like, I don't feel like sitting around watching this, It's not what you think. My friend told me last year, Led, it's not what you think. Erica, my fly family says smoking and shaking his head every 30 minutes. My fly family was smoking and shaking his head. Hey, get this. Tell my mans, I had to pour me a drink. How crazy is it when you drinking at 1 or 2 in the morning? I had bubble guts and everything trying to sleep. I couldn't even sleep because I had to pour me a glass of Jack Daniels and Coke. I'm sorry, Jack Daniels and ginger ale. I made a drink. I had a drink in a while, right? No reason for. I need that. Watching that, I needed a drink. I said, this is so nerve-wracking. Now let's get back to something else. This is so nerve-wracking. And the reason why it's so nerve-wracking because it's not a TV show. It's what we're going through right now. That's the part that keep hitting you in the head, because every time they say something like ice, you're like, what? Every time they took the women's rights, what? Everything real time. The commanders of all these different states, that's what gets you. So I will have a drink for you when I see you. Please throw one back for me. Because I was going to watch some more tonight, but I need to recover. After watching 4 episodes, you need to heal a little bit after watching 4 consecutive episodes. Let me see. I see you, Libby. I was thinking that too. I was thinking I might have to end up smoking something, some shrubbery. If it get any worse, I might have to light up a limb, because I'm like, listen, this is too intense for me. Right, Libby. It's nerve-wracking because it's too close to home. It's too close to reality. Hey, precious SoCal Garden, how you doing? Hey, T-Wo. T-Wo, listen. T-Wo, have you seen The Handmaid's Tale? T-Wo. And what is you doing up so late? Stop building shit. Have you seen The Handmaid's Tale? T-Wo said yes and read the book. And you okay? Your mind ain't scrambled like eggs? Okay. Listen, y'all. I know you tinkering. Let me stop. Precious SoCal Gardner says Handmaid's Tale is one of my favorite series. I would be cooking trying to free. Oh, I would be a cook trying to free everyone. Say nope, not okay at all. All right, y'all. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna schedule it. I don't know how I'm gonna work this out, but it's gonna end up being. I don't know how I'm gonna work this out, but I need to work it out. Okay. I want to do this. It's either gonna be Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I'm gonna come up with it, and we're gonna do a watch party. The watch party. We're gonna start with episode 1. I know y'all done seen it, but this is more about a discussion on it. We're gonna watch it, we're gonna discuss it. Okay. So that should take maybe hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'm gonna try to keep it on keep it capped at 2 hours maximum, so we can move on to the next one week after week. Okay, we're gonna watch the show, which takes an hour, and then we're gonna turn around and we're gonna discuss it. We're gonna discuss, take notes, discuss, and whatever we got to do. Okay, and then we're gonna compare it to reality, and maybe, just maybe, this will put everybody in a mindset of this kind of reality. Maybe people will wake up and see, what was this? Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Listen, I'm gonna let y'all go. Enjoy your night. I'm sorry that we up this late. It's 12 o'clock. I just wanted to come in here and see if anybody has seen what I saw. Clearly, y'all have. Ladies, if you got a husband, if you got a boyfriend, if you got some dude that you dating, man, tell him I said, man, bruh, go watch this. Because I'm sure all the fellas is like, man, I ain't watching that. Please. This ain't got nothing to do with what you think it got to do with. This ain't Atlanta Housewives. This right here, please, brothers, please. Because if we let this happen, it's the end. Because it's already happening. So everybody, please tell your husbands, boyfriends, significant others, whatever. Please, Lead Farmer said, hey, man, Lead said you need to watch this. Please. Because I know if any brothers is out there like me, ain't going to just watch that voluntarily, because it just don't seem like something we'll sit down and watch. Shit. I'm watching that like I was watching The Walking Dead. So. Yeah. So everybody, enjoy yourself, enjoy your night, and please put down in the comment section below after the video what you think. Go ahead, throw out some spoilers. This ain't that. Throw out some spoilers and let me know, let everybody know what's going on, and compare this to the reality of what's going on right now, having women's rights stolen. Women can't do certain jobs no more. Women getting ousted from the military. Women have no more say or control over their own bodies. Women, they're trying to make it so women can't vote anymore, ever. I can't believe this is coming out of their mouth and everybody is cool with this. You know what I mean? Like, I can't believe that they're saying women shouldn't be able to vote. Women shouldn't do this. After all we've been through in this country, how is it okay for people to start saying, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, women shouldn't be able to vote. Yeah, that's a good idea. What the hell is going on in people's brain that make you think this okay? Let me stop. We're gonna start a movie watch. Let me try to figure it up and set it up. Right. Hyper surveillance and martial law. It's already in effect. It's literally right now in effect. Right now, martial law and hyper surveillance. Right now. You can't do nothing. When I told you me and the dog went out and peed on the land, somebody somewhere was watching me. You can't get away from it. Them satellites can zoom in and look at your and read your damn ID card. So, with that being said, y'all, let me get out of here. Live Farmer 73. Ladies, I'm sorry. Ladies, I'm so sorry. Not nothing I did. I'm saying I'm sorry because I don't know what else to say. I wish I had some kind of consoling advice or information or soothing words that I could say right now to make y'all feel better. But I will say this. I don't have the words to soothe the pain that y'all going through. But I do got a few solutions. All y'all sisters out there running things, watch y'all back. It's not just the men that's your enemies. The men that you keep saying is making these laws, rules, and regulations. I want you to understand something. It's not just the men making these laws, rules, and regulations, stripping the rights from you. I need you to understand that. It's not just them. So don't put all your blame on those handful of wicked men. You have to blame your sisters too, that's going along with it, because none of those rules, laws, and regulations and stripping y'all of all y'all rights could go through if those women stood up and voted against that. So don't keep saying girl power, blah, blah, blah. Just like I say with us, hey, all skin folk ain't kinfolk, right? Well, same thing with women. Look up on that stage every time they have a press conference. Look up on that stage and count how many women is standing up there against you. Count how many women in this audience that's voting to strip the rights from all women. I need y'all to pay attention to that and stay on y'all pivot and watch your back. Just because she's built like you, look like you, does not mean she's part of you. It's a lot of women out here that wants that self-destruction of women itself. Ain't it funny though? I know I should be leaving. I'm trying to leave, but everything keep coming into my mind from this show. Ain't it funny that they're voting against same-sex situations, but they're also voting for the destruction of all women's rights? So if you worried about same-sex situations so bad, you would think the reason why that's getting on your nerves is because you want those rights just for the women or just for the men. So you mean to tell me you want to get rid of all rights for same-sex situations plus get rid of all the rights for the women? How somebody make this make sense to me? Because I don't know. I don't know. How could you vote to destroy yourself? How could you be backing up the destruction of your own self? I don't know. I'm sorry. Let me go. Hey y'all have a wonderful night. Ladies, watch your back. All y'all sisters ain't sisters. Okay? Some of those sisters is suspect. Believe that. You can't put your trust in nobody anymore. Just like that show. Look, just like The Handmaid's Tale. The most excruciating part of The Handmaid's Tale is them not knowing who to trust. Their own sisters that's in the same situation being abused. Some of them, somebody just said Stockholm syndrome, got Stockholm syndrome to the point they're starting to enjoy it. They're starting to like this situation that they're in. Remember, the one chick was like, listen, before they brought me here, I was eating doo-doo out of a dumpster and popping perks. So my life was shit. So this is wonderful to me. I'm living good. I got me a good family and I'm getting me some. So don't mess this up for me. She said, what? Don't mess this up for you. Think about that. So just because this woman used to be on drugs and her life wasn't shit before they was captured and being tortured, since you okay with this, because this is one step above sleeping in a dumpster with juice and rats, you okay with this and you'll do their bidding. You don't know who to trust. The worst feeling in the world, and I'm one of them people right now, even here on YouTube, I don't know who to trust. So I don't mess with nobody. I don't touch nobody. I don't talk to nobody on the phone no more. I don't do none of that because I don't know who to trust. Because it becomes so weird and creepy that I don't trust nobody. Not that I'm doing nothing crazy. I just don't trust nobody. It's too weird. So can you imagine living in a household or living in a society where everybody got it out for you, like a invasion of the body snatchers, where you don't know who to talk to because everybody is like have morphed into these creatures that look like you, but they're not you. So you don't know who to ask how to get out of here. And that was her problem. Her biggest problem was the only person that she ended up being able to trust, the chick that stole the car, they snatched her up out of there. Started all over. Who do you trust? You want to scream so loud, but you don't know who to scream to. Oh my God. That's like you in prison or something, you screaming for the guards. Guards, come help me. They trying to take my cheeks. Guards, somebody come help me. They trying to take my cheeks. The guards rush down the hall and say, what's going on down here? Oh, thank God y'all here. They was in here trying to take my cheeks and my sheets. Lord, thank y'all for coming. Then the guard, let me in this cage with y'all. Now, what seems to be going on here? Oh, thank you, Mr. Guard. They was about to try to take my cheeks. And then the guard said, well, boys, it's my turn. Y'all know it's Thursday. What? Mr. Guard, what do you mean? Well, the only reason I'm upset is because they know it's Thursday. It's my night. They trying to take my cheeks. So, who you gonna call when the guard come down and trying to get you too? You don't know who to trust. And that's where we are in this movie. And that's where we are in society right now. You could be screaming out loud and you don't know who to trust. You don't know who to go to. Y'all ever hear about that there was this Crime Watch TV. There was this case a long time ago. I'm going to say early 80s or something like that. And this is all relative. Where this girl ran away from her abductor and her captor. They had this girl abducted and kidnapped in the basement of this house and having their way with her for months. Some kind of way the girl wiggled the basement window loose and figured out it was loose and she could barely fit through this basement window. She crawled out of this basement window and ran for her life and escaped. She ran for miles and miles and miles. She ran and stopped at this truck, and this truck came by. She flagged him down. Sir, please, can you help me? I've been kidnapped. I've been trapped in this house. I've been missing for months. I've been trapped in this house down the road somewhere, yada, yada, yada. And the man said, yeah, come on, get on in. What happened now? Oh, this man, he took me and I was out getting some ice cream, yada, yada, yada. The man said, here, there, everything is going to be okay. Remember, this is the time before cell phones and stuff. Everything gonna be okay. I'm gonna take you to safety. Here's a blanket. Put it on yourself. Here's my coat. Put this coat on you because it's cold out. That truck, that dude in that pickup truck took that girl right back to that same house. She didn't know that there was a circuit of abusers, that they had a little clique. And just so happened, the only person she flagged down on that road was one of the other members of this abduction clique. And that dude took that girl right back to that house. That's the trust I'm talking about is gone. That's why this whole system right now is so sickening. And everybody thought I was doing too much and being overbearing by saying, if you had anything to do with this, stay away from me. No, I mean what I say, because this is exactly what I was talking about. Where you don't know who to, you got everybody up in arms to the point, this is how everybody is feeling right now. You don't know who to trust. And that's what Handmaid's Tale kind of did. She ran to that Mexican lady for help. She ran to the only person with power enough to get her to safety and go blow the whistle. And that lady said, damn shame. I hate it for you. Can't do nothing, though. How did she survive? Go look that story up. I don't even remember, but she ended up surviving through this whole ordeal. That's how she was able to tell her story. So please go look that story up. Remember what I just said and kind of repeat that back into Google or something. It'll come up. And that's how they even caught the circuit of men that was doing this to women. So yeah, ladies, watch your back. That's all I can say. Just watch your back. Handmaid's Tale. I'm gonna work on trying to get a watch party going. Boy, this whole thing just got me sick in the guts. Everybody, enjoy your night. Stay safe. All right, please. Is a true, so okay. I can't pronounce your name, Jesus. Said it's a true story. She was a journalist, I believe. I don't remember the journalist part, but it's definitely a true story. All right, everybody. Enjoy your night. Please, ladies, be safe. Be wise. Vote wisely. And any women around you there's pumping their fist to the stuff that's going on right now, get away from them. These women hate themselves. The women that love what's happening right now hate themselves. They are self-destructive. And if you get too close to them, when they self-destruct, they're going to take you with them. That's all I'm saying. Get away from these women that think that what's going on is okay. They're justifying why this is okay. If you got people around you justifying that this is okay, what's going on right now in this country, get away from them, because they hate themselves. And when they self-explode or self-implode, they're going to take you with them. It's going to be shrapnel all over the streets. That being said, Left Farmer 73, I love y'all. Be safe, and I'm out. Peace.